So today I'm talking about the non-productive times. So, in our unrelentless pursuit of productivity, we often forget a crucial truth, and that is that we are human. We're just not going to always be awesome. In fact, some days we're just going to wake up and it's just going to suck. I mean, we'll sit down, we'll try to get some work done. And, today's culture, it's not like when I was a kid, even, I lived in a more of an agricultural type community, and I could foresee a world where you would work in the field all day long. And I mean, you could have less and more productive days, but really your physical work was what produced your productivity. Like if you got out there and worked the fields, you would produce crops. But now most of us are task workers. We sit behind computers. We have to think with our brains. We have to come up with ideas. We have to generate content, whatever it is we're doing. And that can be sometimes very hard to motivate yourself. And I know what people say. Well, you should do what you love, right? That's what they say. But you know what? To be honest with you, doing what I love would be to absolutely do no work at all. That would be what I love. So that's just reality, right? I love how these people say, well, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day. Well, BS. Anytime that I have to go and do something to generate money, to provide for myself and my family, that takes work. I would much prefer to do whatever it is I wanted to do, irregardless of money. But I haven't had that luxury yet in life. And I don't imagine I'll have that luxury for a very long time. So up until that point, I have to get up and I have to do things and I have to produce stuff, even when I don't feel like it. So most of the time I can sit, if I'm feeling that way, I can shock myself out of it. I can remind myself why I did this in the first place. I can get myself motivated. I can walk around the block real quick and get my energy back up, whatever. But some days I'm just like, I don't want to do it, right? I'm not interested. And no matter what I do, I cannot get myself to be productive. So I just sit there and stare at the computer for hours without really getting anything done. And I imagine that I'm not alone in this problem. So I thought through a couple things that, we might want to consider doing when this happens. So first, if you're going to be sitting in front of your desk and be completely non-productive, then maybe you should just take the day off. Like go rest, relax, kick back, take some time off, because maybe your brain, your body is telling you something. It's telling you like, hey, dude, you're like not making it here. So maybe you need to take a, so radical idea, take a break. Honestly, if you could take a break and then come back and work productive again, then maybe it is okay to take a break. Having said that, maybe you could take smaller breaks. Like, there are some things that I can do, like if I walk outside or if I go outside and I just hand write some stuff for a while, or if I just sit in the sunshine, or I take a long walk around the block or something like that, or I distract myself with something like reading a book that I read, or sometimes I'll listen to an audiobook and walk around and I'll do laundry or something. So if I'll do like prepare food, or I'll do laundry or something like that while I'm listening to my book, that way it gets my head completely out of what I was like worried about doing. And that helps me a lot. I think also, I think the other strategy is, there are times during the day when I'm not getting anything done. Like 3 o'clock for me is like the witching hour. Like I'm never going to get much done at 3 o'clock. Like if you want to get a hold of me, call me at 3 o'clock. I'm probably going to answer the phone because I am not interested in working on whatever it is I'm supposed to be working on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what it is about 3 o'clock, but so that time, what I'm doing is I reserve that time to take care of household things that I don't want to do, but that don't require much thinking. Like I got to resolve a medical bill that didn't go through right. So at 3 o'clock, that's when I call to deal with that issue, or wait on hold to solve some problem, or or go through my mail, or, just something stupid that I got to get done no matter what. But at least it's not going to kill me, right? At least I'm being somewhat productive, and it doesn't require a lot of energy to do. So anyway, those are some suggestions. I think, trying to force ourselves to be productive when we're just not going to be productive is just not healthy for us. So what I would recommend is to forgive yourself for the times when you're not productive and be really good at being non-productive so that you can get back to being productive.